What is up, Guardians? Welcome to Schwille Gaming, where you can stay up to date with Destiny content. I recently did a couple build videos, and in those videos I mentioned how the stats on your armor are important for your builds. Well, today I'm going to show you how you can get high stat armor, so without further ado, let's get into it. First thing you're going to want to do is fly into the helm. Once you're there, open your character, then open your ghost, and in the third mod slot, you'll have a choice of a specific stat armorer. The stat you choose here is what stat is going to be focused on the armor you receive. Go ahead and throw on Recovery Armorer. After that, head up to the war table and interact with it. Under Focusing and Upgrades, select Defiant Engram Decoding. You're going to need a decent amount of Defiant Engrams, which drop like candy during the seasonal Battlegrounds activity, so you should be good if you've been playing that. On the bottom under Defiant Armor Focusing, go ahead and buy each armor piece except for the class item. These armor pieces should drop with overall stat rolls in the lower to mid 60s, maybe higher. So it looks like the helmet drops with a 62 roll. Pretty high mobility, which is in, a favorite choice, but if you don't like that, you can always go back and, refocus the helmet. Same thing here on the gloves, drops with a 61, a bit too high a strength, so again, if that's something you don't like, go ahead and go back in and refocus that armor piece. Chest drops with a 62, pretty even stats, not terrible, but it's not really something I would roll with, so I would probably go back and refocus that as well. And the boots drops with a 63, again, a high mobility. So this isn't really rolls that I would normally use, so I'm going to go back into the war table, and I'm just going to go ahead and buy all of those armor pieces again, see if I can get a little better rolls on them. This time around I got a 60, but I got high recovery on the helmet here. Decent intellect and strength, so that might be something I'd use. 60 is a little low, but the stat spikes are okay, so I might use them. I got a 60 on the gloves here. Resilience, recovery, and intellect aren't bad, so that might be something I could use. On the chest I got a 65, which is high, but it's very evenly rolled. It's not terrible. I prefer spikes and something like, resilience or recovery or discipline, but you can work with that. And 58, that's pretty low, so I don't think I'm going to keep this. I think the other boots we got are a little better. And for video purposes, I'm just going to go ahead and throw these on, and I want you to pay attention to the stats here. These are my normal stats on my build armor right now, so I'm going to put the new armor on, and we'll see what our stats look like coming off of that. So not the highest here, but we could go ahead and focus. So say you want, like 100 resilience or something, you could go ahead and masterwork all these pieces and throw resilience mods on to bring your resilience up, or you could do the same with discipline or resilience or whatever stat you choose. But these armor pieces aren't the greatest rolls currently, so I think I'm going to go ahead and focus one more time. So let's see what we can come up with. .63 with some spikes here. Let's go ahead and give that one a shot. 60 with some spikes here. Recovery is looking a little better. You can see 74 on the recovery there. 63 with a pretty big discipline spike, so I'm going to go ahead and use that one. So I'm looking at 80 and 58 on my discipline. Now we're kind of getting in the ballpark, and we can bring those stats up with our mods. 62 on the boots, but recovery and discipline is high, so we're going to go ahead and use that. Now you can see my recovery is at 86 and my discipline is at 68. We can masterwork these pieces of gear now, and we can bring those stats up. And keep in mind, when you masterwork now, your stats are automatically going to upgrade before you put any mods on them. So let's see what this looks like. Helmet is masterworked. Gloves are masterworked. Chest is masterworked. And my boots are masterworked. So now we're getting pretty close to the ballpark here. 94 on resilience, 76 on discipline. So let's go ahead and throw some mods on and see if we can't bring these two to 100, or if not 100, pretty dang close. So I'm going to go ahead and throw on my helmet. We're going to do, let's bring that recovery up first. And now our recovery is at 100. So now I want to bring this discipline up to 100. So let's go ahead and throw discipline on all our pieces of gear. And once we do that, now you can see we have 100 in both recovery and discipline. So from nothing, just buying new armor is pretty attainable, pretty easy to get. Double 100 stats here, and your build fresh out of the gate is going to work pretty dang well. So there we go, easy high stat armor. If you want your stats to be high in a different stat, say resilience or mobility or whichever you prefer, you can always repeat this whole process, but select that specific stat, armor, or mod instead on your ghost. Guys, I hope the video helped, and if you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. As always, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.